Well, hi Pisces, welcome to Universal Guidance Tarot. It's time for your weekly reading. We're going to start with an angel card. So we're going to shuffle these a few times, and then I'm going to pull you out a card of advice from your guardian angels and spirit guides before we do your tarot reading. One more time here, please. For Pisces, what kind of advice do you have? Okay. Let's get you a card out of there. Where is Pisces card? It's up here. It's up there. Ooh, okay. It's card number 14, and it's called a win-win solution. So I am going to read it to you. There's strength in diversity. By blending the ideas of other people with your own, you can often come up with a solution that's magnificent. Start by focusing on the aspects that everyone agrees upon, and then open your mind to compromise and working together. Stay balanced and seek out a moderate approach. That is the advice, and here is the reading coming up right now. I have shuffled these cards, but I'm going to shuffle them a few more times so you can see that they are shuffled. This is a general reading. It will not resonate with everyone. You can take from it what does resonate, or perhaps get a private reading from somebody that you trust. And by the way, I do private readings. If you just click the description box below this video and send me an email, we could get started. Okay, let's get started here. I'm going to cut them to 3 times. And here we go. This is for Pisces. What can Pisces expect coming into their lives and leaving their lives? Any advice for Pisces and moving forward? What can they expect, universe? What can Pisces expect in moving forward? What can Pisces expect coming in? What can they expect going out? Okay, we got some cards. Okay, let's see what we got. I put the cards down in the same order that they come out of the deck, Pisces. Always. The overall energy of your reading is the 5 of Pentacles. Feeling a bit abandoned or lonely or disregarded. So we have a few cards left for the second part of the reading. So yeah, the 5 of Pentacles here, Pisces, is your overall energy of this reading. This is what we're going to talk about, and let's see where this goes. But this is that feeling of being left out in the cold, maybe even ghosted, you know, for some of you. But just this feeling of being rejected. It's, you know, the Pentacles, there's no, you're not grounded in any type of relationship, or someone didn't want to be grounded, or it just kind of makes you feel rejected. I have the 10 of Cups in your highest energy. Quite the contrast to the overall energy. Now this is 10 Cups of love, sunshine, rainbows. This is a family-oriented card. There's union between 2 people. There might be a child involved. 10 Cups of love and equal exchange. Now, these are the 2 strongest energies in your whole reading. That's quite the contrast, isn't it? So I feel like you really had high hopes in a relationship here, but are feeling let down at the moment. Let's see where this is going. I have the Sun right next to the 10 of Cups and above the 5 of Pentacles. Fresh starts, new beginnings. I think it is better than what you think. I think it's going to turn out better than how you feel at the beginning of this reading, because this is a beautiful card. There's lots of love and there's lots of joy associated with this card, and it is right next to that 10 of Cups and right above the 5 of Pentacles. Things are changing. there was this toxic energy. This is what happened here. Okay, so there was a disagreement sort of on the way you were seeing in moving forward with someone. So this is the card for Capricorn, so only it's just the card for Capricorn. The energy is toxic. So look, there's two other people here in this card, or energies. So it's like bondage. It's like being attached to someone who is attached to something else, which made this relationship toxic. Well, fresh starts, new beginnings. Things are changing. Things are happening. You're going to be coming out of this Five of Pentacles. So this devil energy, this toxic energy, I think is going away. I have the Tower card under the Ten of Cups and next to the Five of Pentacles. There was a blow up. There was a disagreement about how to move forward here. So, you know, this is coming to an end. It's because of that toxic energy. There was a big blow up, an argument. Could have been a separation too. But on the other side of I think there was a separation for some period of time, because the Five of Pentacles is usually you're on your own. You're, trying to deal with this on your own. And the Six of Swords is on the other side, the Five of Pentacles, and under the Devil card. The Six of Swords, this is about moving away from those dark waters towards a much brighter, more peaceful place in your life. But you're doing it by picking up all these swords of truth and clarity. And it's like the more swords that you pick up, the further you can use that pole to push yourself to the other side of that lake. It's pretty slow, but you're doing it. So I feel like you're going to be working on this toxic energy, on getting it to go away with whoever this is that we're talking about. They might have even ghosted you or something, but there still could be communication. So when I look at the Five of Pentacles, she's holding a cell phone. She's either waiting to hear from you, male or female, or was ghosted, or is in communication with you. I have the Eight of Cups under the Tower card and next to the High Priestess. Yeah, there was a walking away. Someone turned their back on this relationship. It might have been you, because of the way things went down. But regardless, I feel like in turning your back, or they turn their back on this relationship, that's the Tower moment. It's hurtful when that happens. I have the High Priestess right next to the Eight of Cups, right under the Five of Pentacles. So I feel like this time that you spend alone, and you trying to just, forget about this relationship, I don't think you were totally forgetting about it, though. I think it's going to move forward after this big bump in the road. It is a big bump. The High Priestess is the card of intuition and knowing. And look, there's the moon right above her head. The moon shines light in the darkness, okay? So you can find your path forward. And I think that's exactly what you're doing. And I think you do it through communication. You kind of talk it out. The High Priestess says, follow your intuition. Trust yourself, believe in yourself, pay attention to what your gut is telling you. And you probably have a lot of answers now, right within yourself, before you even ask the questions. But, a lot of people need confirmation on how they're feeling. And I feel like that's what I'm seeing and feeling when I look at that Five of Pentacles surrounding your entire reading. I have the Justice card right next to the High Priestess and under the Six of Swords. So you do get rebalanced. Truth and clarity will do that to you. And that's what the Justice is all about, truth and clarity. See the sword is hanging downward here. But it's also a part of the scales. So you're getting rebalanced. This is like self-justice in getting all those swords of truth and clarity. But you are moving forward slowly. There is a beautiful fresh start, new beginning here. I just need to for sure make up my mind. Yeah, it is with them. Okay. Whether it was with them or not, and it is with them, with the Three of Cups coming out right there, right next to that toxic energy. So this toxic energy, you with all this conversation that I really feel like you're going to have with this person that you really have love for, you're going to figure out how to deal with that toxic energy. Okay, let's see what we have here. Ooh, Ace of Wands. Okay, so Pisces, Three of Cups, right next to the Devil card. Okay, they'll be back. You are figuring out how to work through this, and I think it's going to be a very joyful reunion. Look at those cups. I mean, spilling 2 cups into one, it's like you become one again together, very happily. The Three of Cups is right next to the Empress. This is your energy. Male or female, they're all male or female. The Empress here is, can be Libra or Taurus, might be strong in someone's chart around this reading. But this is your energy of being so thoughtful, kind, considerate, understanding, loving, giving, forgiving. I mean, I can go on and on. You have lots of beautiful qualities of just being a human being here on earth. But you must know that in order to move forward with someone and have it last, keep this in your mind, is that they must have a lot of those same qualities. If they don't, it's like trying to mix oil with water. It doesn't work, okay? So make sure they have a lot of the same qualities that you do. I have the Fool card right next to the Empress. Now, the Empress is not comfortable usually living in the energy of the Fool. I think that this relationship may have started that way, where you were both just like throwing caution to the wind, living day by day, head in the clouds, moment by moment. It's fun. It's really fun and carefree, but you ended up coming to the edge of the cliff and looking forward like, well, is there a future here? I mean, are we heading toward a future, or is this just a live-in-the-moment relationship? Usually both people don't start to look forward at the same time, and that's why it's called the Fool, because it doesn't last. So, I think you realize that. I think that all this talking about, you're going to have a lot of conversation. Even though I don't have the Eight of Wands, I think there's a lot of conversation going on here. I have the Hermit next to the Six of Swords and under the Three of Cups. So the Hermit is a card for Virgo. Virgo might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. But this is about, trying to find your way in the dark, seeking guidance. Again, remember you had the Eight of Cups, the Moon shining the light on the way. And then now you have the Hermit shining the lantern on your path. Very spiritual card the Hermit is. So the Hermit is saying, hey, look, they're coming back in. It will be joyful. They do have love for you. You will be moving forward together. It'll probably be kind of a slow go because you're going to be gathering up a lot of information you didn't know before in order to move forward. And it's also right next to the Ace of Wands. Here's, you're going to have a fresh start and new beginning coming in with this person. Remember, the Sun? Lots of love and joy, too. We will not forget about that. So, next to the Ace of Wands, which is under the Empress, you got that fresh start, that new beginning. You're going to figure out, I think they do have a lot of the qualities that you're looking for. It's just that whatever that toxic energy was had to go. I have the Queen of Cups next to the Ace of Wands and under the Fool. This is Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. So this is you, Pisces. One of those signs could be strong in their chart also. But you have, look at all the love you have. You still have lots of love for this person. You have lots of questions you need answered. I knew that because you're on the phone with them. And you're trying to figure out and get your answers like, you know, is this relationship really worth trying again? You know, is this relationships, is this toxic energy possible to get rid of, you know? So it's under the Fool. So you see things how they are. You know how you feel. It's just you have questions about whether or not you should hand your love out to them anymore, whether there's any hope for a future with them anymore, and how they feel about you. I have the Six of Pentacles under the Hermit and next to the Justice card. They were breadcrumbing you, and the Hermit is showing you this. It's right under the Hermit. So you need to bring this up in your conversations, because if you were feeling breadcrumbed, you need to bring that up. So it looks like they were barely feeding enough to the relationship to keep it afloat, and you need more than that to continue this relationship. It's right next to the Eight of Pentacles, which is under the Ace of Wands, and this is what you need. You need the Eight of Pentacles from them. You need them to be able to focus and be there and help build a partnership and build a future, and so you can have dreams and hopes together, and that's what you want. You want it to be a two-way street where you're both working on this relationship. And it looks to me like, I know you have it, you just want them to contribute. I have the Queen of Pentacles, which is Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Might be strong in someone's chart here. But you have a huge pentacle to offer, and I think they know that. You are grounded. You are stable. You are secure. You're the Empress. You have lots of beautiful qualities. But second guessing, you're like, oh, what about the love though? You know, you have this. So if they're willing to work on this relationship, then you'll be willing to work on this relationship. And that's kind of like the bottom line, is to take it seriously and get out of the energy of the Fool. If they're willing to do that, I see that there's a lot of hope, but I see it's going to take a little bit of time for the trust to rebuild. So Pisces, this is your reading. Thank you for watching Universal Guidance Tarot. And I want to thank my guardian angels and my spirit guides for helping me deliver you this message.